Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my Paleo brothers and sisters. I have an awesome dessert for you. This is called banana cookies. And I promise you, once you learn this recipe and you make it in your own kitchen, you are never ever going to make any other cookies again. So let's get in my test kitchen and let's make banana cookies. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to make some cool desserts in our Paleo diet. And this is an easy one. You're gonna love this. This is called banana cookies. The way we're gonna make this, we're gonna use 2 bananas. We're gonna mash them up. We're gonna use a half a cup of raisins, 1 full cup of almond meal. I make my own almond meal. I just food process a bag of almonds, raw almonds, but you can also buy that in the store. I have a half a cup of coconut flakes. These are unsweetened. Do not get the sweetened ones, people, or it's not Paleo. Okay? I have 1 tablespoon of raw honey, and I have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're going to mash the bananas first, then we're going to make the cookie mixture, and then we are going to go straight to the oven. Let's do it. Okay, folks, I have a mixing bowl here. I'm just going to take my bananas. I'm going to peel the bananas back. These are pretty 1-2 day old ripe bananas, so you don't want to go too ripe because then you get a kind of a yellowish color on the actual cookies, so you don't want that. It's not going to make any difference. It's going to still come out the same texture. It's just going to have a different color looking profile when you make the cookie. So we've got that, so we're going to go ahead and start mashing those. And you can just use a regular fork for mashing. Just mash that little puppy up. And you can tell right away if you're using the right bananas because they should mash relatively easily, but they shouldn't mash so easily that you don't have to put any force in it like you can see I'm doing right now. Fork does the job, and it pretty much takes the place of a lot of the liquid that you would have if you were making regular cookies with flour, butter, eggs, and milk. Okay? Alright, so there we go. Not long, huh? Alright, the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and add the coconut, add the almond meal, add the raisins, add the vanilla, add the honey. If you want to make these cookies sweeter, then you just go ahead and increase the amount of honey. I have a tendency to make them less sweet, so I usually go closer to a teaspoon. But you know, some people like cookies that are more sweet, so knock yourself out. Alright, so now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and mix all the ingredients together until I have a batter. Okay, now once you've got the batter to about this point, you may notice small chunks of banana. If you do, that's okay, but just remember that the more you mash it, the less you'll see those chunks. So very, very important that you know that going into it. I like a little bit of a chunk of the banana in the cookie, so it's going to be fine for me, but just thought I'd point that out. Next thing we're going to do is take a greased cookie tin or a cookie tin that would have maybe some baking paper on it, and we go ahead and start cooking these wonderful cookies. Now I have here an olive oil spray can with nothing but olive oil in it, and I've actually bought this from the vegan store, so I know it's just olive oil. You can also buy those olive oil sprayers that you can just pour olive oil into and atomize it, or you can go ahead and use parchment paper, which is referred to as baking paper, and you can put that down on the pan like that. I'm just going to spray it because that's what I want to do, but you can do it either way. Whatever you do though, make sure you've got some barrier between the tin and the cookie mix because the cookies will stick. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just take 1 nice heaping teaspoon of the cookie mix, and I'm just going to place it on the pan like so. Same thing again here. And I'm just going to go down the pan 3 cookies big. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I have 3 rows of 3 here on my pan. I've made the cookies rather large because I wanted them a little bigger. You could make them smaller and maybe put 3, 3, 3, and 3. Or you could maybe even put 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. But I chose to do this because I want some bigger cookies. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven. They're preheated at 350, so let's put them in the oven. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and put the cookies in the oven now. I'm going to cook them for about 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes max. So let's see how they look when they come out. Alright, let's have a look at those cookies. Here they come. Ooh, those look marvelous. Let's get them over to the serving tray. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We've got our cookies nice and ready to go. You can use a little spatula if you like to just kind of edge them off. But they should just turn, yeah, see, they should just turn when you just turn your fingers like that. But if you run into a problem like that. Also, you want them to have a bottom like that. I'll show you a cookie. Yeah, I know this part of my oven's the hottest, so you see that it starts to get a little black there. You don't want that. You want that nice golden brown color on the bottom. And the top should feel pretty solid. So you're going to let this cool for approximately 5-10 minutes and then go ahead, get yourself a glass of coconut milk and start dipping. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plate up some of these cookies right now and just go and get them ready to have a wonderful little dessert for the family. Or, you know, put them in some Tupperware. Put them in some Tupperware for yourself. The next time you want to go and have something sweet, you can grab one of these cookies. Completely healthy, completely as nature intended it, and it's delicious. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you banana cookies. Bon appetit.